thing went straight to live. I'm not sure why, but I am live. I just changed my chat to all messages. I'm going to move you down. And again, I had no way, kept wanting to take me live every time I tried to put this thing in. So, hello everyone. It's going to be a while because I couldn't get this up to do the preview. Good morning, Melanie. How are you feeling? Somewhere I read that you weren't feeling too hot. Good morning, Deb. I got to some of my comments this morning. Gonna have all my stuff here to kind of show. I'm gonna grab one of these here. Okay. So we have good morning, Deb. Good morning, Melanie, Lori, Tessa. So I'm just going to go right into it. Oops, I've got to shut off my iron over there in the other room. I have multiple irons in this room. Good morning, Joydy. So, all right. So what I'm going to do is I had gotten this from the creator of the Legit Kits during festival at the Houston Festival. And I have to pull this out. I've got to get this going. I have never made one of these. This is my first time. So you are coming along with this journey with me. We're going to do this together. I overslept. Well, I'm going to tell you a little secret. I almost put in, I'm missing this live this morning because I overslept too. I'm a little tired, but I did wash up and get ready for work early. So, yeah, I'm a little off today. And I was thinking, I don't know, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. So no more procrastinating. We're going to go for it. So this is what it looks like. Good morning, Chloe. Good morning, Nikki. This is now this is the picture. They put this as well. And here is page 1 of 5. So I have this. Now, I've never done this. I don't know even where to begin. We're going to learn this together. But I will show you something I'm working on. I'm working on some secretive things I can't show you. But I am using, I just want to show you, sometimes you send me things and you don't see me create anything with it. But guess what? I actually am creating things in the background. I just can't show you. But to those who sent me this, we are using this. And we are using this here as well. I just kind of wanted to kind of show you there are some things happening in the background. So I think we're all saying our good mornings. I hope I didn't miss anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this out, and I'm going to pull this out. Good morning, Andrea. And I'm going to say I'm working on quadrant A1 or 1A or whatever that is. We are, oh, I need papers, don't I? Can't do anything without papers. Let me find the papers. And here is the papers. So we are going to come in, and it says page 1. So we're going to work on this. We're going to work on page 1. And it says, so this is A1. So I'm gathering that this is the quadrant we're working on. This is the first part of it. And this paper is like newspaper paper. So that's what that is. Good morning, Judy. So we have that. Now I'm coming in here. This is gave me the fabric as well. And I am going to come in here and look up. So this has, so this gives me different codes like AS, JJ, NA. Same thing with these. These have like little stickers on them. Guess I should have read what they are for, but we're going to find out together. And so everything is labeled. So I do see that everything is labeled. So there's got to be instructions in here. Nothing like flying by the seat of our pants things. All right, so they most certainly has to be instructions. Here it is. All right, so let's open this up here. There's lots of instructions. So here's an assembly guide. Here's the pattern. Here's the finished quilts. Okay, so here's the color guide. Very important. And then, ow, I just did a paper cut. That hurt. Okay. So now, let me see. I'm sorry, I'm fiddling with this. I guess I should have been more prepared. Okay, so we are working on this here. That's the assembly of it. Okay. Moving all this aside. We have this in here, which gives us all the codes, fabric codes. And so on here, it's got a big old 5, and then it's got a GR, QC, SR, and P. You see that? All right. So now we have that. And then I'm going to come in here, and I am going to look that we need GR. So GR, when we look at our, this is like a lot of schooling going on right now. I'm going to look at where the greens are because my guess is it's green. And here, GR is grass green, which is number 1703. And it tells you what you have there. So I am going to go ahead and come in here, pull out all my fabric, and it's going to be a big one. So that one is it's an HL, a P, and I did not bring the games back up. I am so sorry. I'm totally out of sorts this morning. I'm not going to lie. I'm totally out of sorts this morning. I got plenty of sleep. Okay, let's look for GR. Okay, so here's GR. I have all my pieces here. Here's GR. Comes like this. And so that's not the first piece. That is not the first piece. The first piece is P. The first piece. So I guess I better pull out everything. So P is, here we go, fabric code list. You need this as well. So P. So we come in here and P states that it is black. So I'm going to come in here and it is telling me the number and it's a big piece. So we're going to go with P. There it is. So we need this out. So we need our P out. We need our GR. Now it says we need SR. So SR, we come into our code again, and SR is surf. That also is a larger piece. I'm going to assume it's like a blue. So we're going to look for an SR. Let's see. SR. Here it is, surf. I really wish that my live didn't just want to completely go on there, so it gave me 2 seconds to run downstairs. So we have our SR, and now we need QC. So I'm going to go ahead and look here, and QC is called Harbor. It is another blue, and it is also a bigger piece. So that is QC. Now, I may not be as organized as they probably want me to be, but I'm actually going to do this as if you're sitting in your sewing room and trying to figure this out for yourself as well. Because if I have everything looking perfect, then, you know, it looks staged. So we're just going to go this way. So I have now all my pieces out, and they're really teeny tiny pieces. So I don't know how if they give us like a pre-cut measure. Let's see. Or do I just wing it like I normally do when I use scraps? I'm going to find out for us. So I'm coming in here. Here you go. So they do. They show you. Of course they show you. Look at this. Look at this. So they're showing you on the pieces right there. So if you notice, there's a lot of extra. So now I'm not kind of worried about if I mess up, but they do give it to you. They give you total everything. So you don't have to worry. I'm just going to go for it. How about you? Okay. Sorry. Got all distracted, but I've got all my pieces out. Yesterday was awfully busy. I was so busy. Okay. So I think I left with Chloe saying hello there, and Nikki, and everybody I think is saying their highs. Yep, we all hope things get better. Let's see. Anarchy Child. Okay. Good morning. This is a quilting channel. Jazzy Joyce, good morning. Just arose. I love the pattern. Very pretty. I think it's beautiful too. Hi, Lisa. Lisa's lurking. I really wanted to do more of those kennel quilts, but I really have to get this moving too. Good morning, Giovanna. So hopefully this will go quick, and then we can go on to our other. Okay, so the first step is P. So this is P here. And I am going to go ahead and just, I don't know, snip a little piece. That looks about like it'll fit. Yeah, it definitely will fit. And then number 2 is SR. So that's here. And SR again, probably the same amount. It could definitely not be any. And I'm just using my scissors and going for it. And then QC, which is this one here, about the same. Going to cut about the same. Come across here, and I'm just going to cut. I know all of you who have done legit kits are probably cringing now of what I am doing. But we all do things a little different, you know? We just all do. So same thing, a piece like this, that'll be good. Nobody can be neurotic about this. It's a quilt, for goodness sake. All right, so I'm going to come here and grab my paper scissors, and I am going to cut this apart. Here we go, because we're going to go with 1A. Now, I'm going to treat this as if I do any other kind of paper piecing project. I am going to come in here, and I like to take a card. I just took one off of there. And I like to crease everything. So I come in, take my card, and crease every line just to make things easier. Okay, the fun part starts when you have to start placing things. That's where the fun begins. Okay, so number 1 is P. And P was, let's see, I'm looking at my colors. My colors are out here so that I could see. P was black. So I'm going to take my P and make sure that it totally covers that whole area in which it does. You could put some glue on there. I'm just going to go ahead and put a pin on there. And then I am going to need the SR, which is this color here. And I am just kind of going to put that right on there, pull out my pin, and reposition it. This is how I do paper piecing. I want to make sure, though, that my P is all there, and it isn't. So I have to reposition. If you have a light box, this probably works better with a light box. We're just going to use the light in the room. And I'm going to reposition. And let's see. I have everything covered. Right? Nope, I don't. Here we go. Now I've got everything covered. Yes. So we are going to go ahead and sew from, oh, I've got to center my needle. And I'm going to sew on the very first line. This is a good time. If you have a bigger needle to put in, use a bigger needle. It helps with ripping. Smaller stitch, that helps with ripping. But if you make a mistake, it's not so helpful. Okay, so we're gonna come in, and you know what? My pin is impeding this process, so I'm gonna pull it out. I have it anchored now. Whoop. Bobbin is empty, it's telling me. Of course it's telling me it's empty. Okay. It's empty. Nothing sewed. Okay. So my first day of this, maybe not so successful. But we're going to go with it. My sewing machine malfunctioned. You know what I probably should have done? I probably should have put in, well, we're good. We're going to go with it. Close that. Put that back up. Let's put some, no, there's bobbin thread. It must be my top. This is the kind of morning I'm having. How is your morning going? It just seems like I woke up in a way that I can't get myself ahead of things. I don't know if it's my, okay, we're just going to cut this off. It's like a big knot, and I don't like it. Okay. So we're going to come back here, and hopefully now this isn't too small. Let's see. Nope, that's good. I'll still have some room. Okay. So there's that. Put that on there. We're going to try this pin again. All right. We have everything. All right. So I have to move this over just a scooch. He promised me I was going to enjoy this paper piecing, so I'm going to say I'm going to enjoy it. Okay, here we are. Yay, success. All right, so I did it. Look, I did it. I'm so excited. All right, after a little bit of fumbling, I'm so excited. Okay, so now I'm going to use, I know there are people who don't press and finger press and roller press. I have my iron right here. So this is about 1/4 inch, so I don't have to trim that. So now here we have this, and we have to put in now number 2 is the QC, and QC is this one right here. So QC, I'm going to take, you know what? I need a tiny, oh, here it is. Haha, I need a tiny board. Okay, so I'm going to take my card, put it on that line, fold it back, and then there are going to be some stitches. I just kind of pull the stitches away from the paper because sometimes you just have to do that. And there it goes. This is some fine piecing here. Very fine piecing. So now I do have a quarter, add a 1/4 inch ruler. Take that. And I take my 1/4 inch right off. That's going to go in doggy beds. Now, my QC is this Harbor color. I'm just going to put it right onto that, like that. Line it up. And I'm going to sew that line. So let's see how we go. All the way and stop. Oh, Acorn Press is your best friend and FPP, and you use it in a water pen. I have that. I have that from a Sew Sampler box. Good morning, Gina. So I'm going to go look at some of the comments, but in the meantime, I've got my 3rd piece of fabric on here. Yoo-hoo! All right, so I'm feeling like there is a cart. What is this? A blue jay, right? In sight. There we go. I have that. So now I've made a mistake, and now I get to show you my mistake. Haha, look at that. So I placed this wrong. Yes, I placed this wrong. All excited for nothing. So I didn't do the test, which you should always do. And I not purposely, I totally just didn't do it. You should double check that you have your fabric when you place it on the correct side. So now I get to fight with this. I'm not going to give up. This is not going to be the death of me. You know, this is a new year for learning new things. Okay. So look at how fast that was. I took that off. Now, what I had to do was QC has to go like this. So instead of this side being lined up, it should have been this side. So let's try that again. We will line up this side, make a little 1/4 inch test, and I should know this. I've done paper piecing before. It's not like a new thing. It's just I've never done a legit kit. And then test it, and yes, then that tests fine. Ay, Dios mío. What have I got myself into? All right, so now I've taken it. Now we're going back. See, I make mistakes, and you know what? Just spoke to Fran. I said the way we learn is from mistakes, right? We make mistakes, we learn from them. No one's perfect. All right, now I have my next piece. Woohoo! Now I can say woohoo because now I think it's right. Let's see. Yes, now it is completely right. And now I have to come in here and see, we had gotten these before because I had to rip out. I have some little threads that I did not get to. I am showing the glory of mistakes first thing in the morning. May we all do them and may we all learn from them. But here we go. Now I have a nice clean little piece. And okay, so now the next piece I need is, right, QC went, wait, P went on, SR went on, QC went on. That's just trash. So now I need a piece of GR, which is green. Again, I am going to take my little postcard here, find the line, and I'm just going to kind of scooch these little stitches out of my way. Gina, did you see, now that I'm thinking about it, I had that chicken fabric. I'm using it in a specific secret, top secret situation. All right, so I trimmed 1/4 inch. And now I have to figure out how I'm laying my GR. So my GR has to go this way, like this. That's how it needs to lay. which means it needs to do that over here like that. Again, I'm going to do the 1/4 inch test. You don't have to. After a while, you know to eyeball it and you're fine. If I put a pin for the 1/4 inch and I am good. I am good. So I'm going to come in here and put this pin over there. There's a lot of placement. This is not going to be a quick sew. All right, so we're going to go down and across. And here we are. I'm moving my pin. And I'm double checking that I've done everything right. It looks like I've done everything right, but maybe not. No, it shifted. No, did it shift? Let's see. Yeah, it did. It shifted. It shifted. For all my legit kit fans out there, you're probably chuckling at this right now. How many mistakes can Leanna make? And she's only doing a little tiny part of this whole thing. All right. So I'm coming in here carefully with my seam ripper. I don't think I've used my seam ripper this much. And let's try that again. I did do the 1/4 inch thing, but it shifted. I don't know why it shifted. It just did. All right. Let's try that again. If you don't succeed the first time, just try again. Let's see. Okay. So let's place this like this. And that should be it. Okay. I don't know why. It definitely has something to do. I'm going to just put this on that line and see what happens. Yep, that looks like, oh, that's not the line. That's why, because I sewed on the wrong line. That's why it didn't work. Hello. All right, let's try that again. So the line I have to sew on is this line here, not that other line. Welcome to my, I can't even say the show I'm giving today. Because I rate a 0 today for my quilting abilities, apparently. All right, so here we are. I hope they're not watching this right now and saying, what did we do? We gave her a free kit and she doesn't know what ends up. But he did want an honest, he wanted an honest thing, so he's going to get one. Representation of a beginner learning this. So that is what he is getting. All right, so here we are. I'm sure it's going to be fine. I'm going to keep telling myself I'm sure it's going to be fine. So there's that. This is what that looks like right there. And I've covered all my bases, so that's good. All right. So now I'm going to go on the line over here. I hope I'm doing this right. I think I'm doing this right. Yes. Okay, I'm doing this right. I'm pulling this back to that line. Using my add a quarter. I think this add a quarter thing is just wonderful. I use it. I haven't done paper piecing in a long time. So here we go. I had that little piece there. Only took me a half hour. Now we're going to go to a color that reads GR, which is this. And this is the last piece for that. So that's a big piece. And I'm sure, I am positive I probably should be cutting this using this. guide that they gave me, this cut guide, because I'm sure it will help me. All right. And I'm going to go into comments because I'm going to put this one piece on and I'm good for the morning. I'm good for morning. I think I have, now that I've done this, I think I know a way that I can organize myself. I had no clue of where to start. I did not watch anybody do this. I know there's many channels that do this, but I purposely didn't watch anyone because I wanted to figure this out for myself. All right, so grass green. Now that doesn't make sense. It says here that this is the cut guide is number 5, but I know that can't be right because that 5 does not match this 5. So, did he mean 4? All right, we're gonna go and do our own thing again. You probably are all laughing and saying, this girl doesn't know what she's doing. I totally don't. I am a fish out of water. Okay. And who's yelling at there? What is she doing? Okay. I'm tempted to just put this on this whole piece here. Okay, so this is how this should read like this. That should read like that. So we're just going to go with this. I'm going to be ridiculous right now, and I'm putting the whole kit and caboodle on there and cutting off the rest. Because honestly, back in the day when I used to do this, before Legit Kits, this is what I did. I took the piece, used it, and then went with it. All right, here we are. We're going for it. Hopefully everything is, cross our fingers. There's only one line, so I know I've got the right line. Here we are. Take out the pin. Yay! We got it! I can't wait to see all the comments after someone watches this on the replay. Because I sure am not doing this the way it's supposed to be done. I'm pretty sure. All right, so now I'm going to come in. Why not? We could use this. And I think we are cutting around this gray here. Maybe I will spend time looking at, you know, Donna does this. There's so many. Slay Arts does this. That's fine. It'll be hidden in the seam. I'm going to just pin that on there. But look, I have one piece of I could have had like eight doggy mats, kennel quilts already sewn. But that's all right. I am pushing myself for new things. I think we all should push ourselves to new things. So if you want to find yourself a new thing to try, maybe one of these. I think they have on their website something that you can try. All right, so I'm going to put this all back. We're going to look at comments. I'm not giving up. I'm just putting this aside. I mean, I just really thought I was going to get this whole sheet done. that's not happening. It will later on when I'm more organized. I'm not going to torture you all. So let's see. Let's see all. I'm sure there's going to be very good suggestions here. Here we go. All right, so let me go back. I am on here awfully close. As we all had a good chuckle this morning about Leanna paper piecing her very first legit kit, let's get on to business here. So yesterday, oh, the kids are so cute. They're still telling me happy birthday. They're still sending me stuff. I'm still putting stuff on my wall. Good morning, Magda. If I have missed someone, I am going through the chat right now. I would think everyone has to start out this way too. Leaders and enders. I haven't paper pieced yet. Well, Deb, get yourself one and let's do it together. Hey, did you have a lovely birthday? Yes, Gina, I had a wonderful birthday. Thank you for asking. Deb, you can get a free sample block from Legit Kits to try, I believe. I think you can too. So let's try it all out. Sneaking, oh, good morning, Zaza. She's sneaking in on her lunch break because it must be lunch out there. With my dyslexia, I really struggle with FPP. I assume that's my issue. I think FPP is one of those things that is a learning situation. I did a whole quilt for one of my very good friends when she had her first baby. It was a Noah's Ark quilt with all the animals and everything was paper piece. And I had success with it. And I remember this is how I started. I just need to get into the groove of things. It is an acquired taste. An acorn pen is your bet. So I have one. I've got to find it. These kits are just so darn expensive. I wish they made wall hanging quilts. Oh, that's good. I'm going to write down this stuff because I do have to give him feedback. So this is all good feedback, right? Here we go. Whoops. Legit Kits. So one of the feedbacks is expensive, but maybe wall hanging. Wall hanging. This is a wall hanging size, actually. This kit is a wall hanging size kit. I remember Martha doing a lion, heard from Legit. Not sure if she's finished though. I'm not sure either. I do remember that. I sent her some stuff to work on it. But you know what? Sometimes you try something. How many pieces is in that? I don't know, Gina. I'm living blindly. I'm just going to go with the flow. They do have good designs, but a bit too large for me. Yes, they have great designs. Good morning, Barb. I love their designs. Legit reminds me of a 1,000-piece puzzle. The little pieces. I like doing 25-piece puzzles that make posters. Yup. That's funny. You know what? I never thought of that. It is kind of like a puzzle, isn't it? They do have some stunning designs. Gina, good way to explain them. I think so too. I just want to FPP the little gnomes. They are cute and I get so turned around on them. But I get so turned around. I just spent 20 minutes ordering groceries and the app stopped working. Oh, Barb, I'm so sorry. That happened yesterday to a friend of mine who was trying to buy Chris Stapleton tickets. She just came to me. She just needed to vent. She's like, I've been timed out so many times. She was so frustrated. In the end, she did get them, though. Lori, yes, they do. It's definitely cheaper to buy the kit than all the fabrics separately. I'm also not a huge fan of FPP. This is frustrating. Just a little, but you know what? It's okay. It's okay. It happens. Oh, Barb, I am so sorry. Oh, yes, Lena. It might be easier to do a dab of glue. Yes, I have that right here. And then shifting won't happen. I'm thinking this is a good tutorial why I do not like FPP. Oh, no. Well, you know, it's a learning thing. I'm going to stick with it. You know, there's a couple of things I don't do very often, which is FPP and applique. And I am going to do both this year. LOL. And Ginger Quilter is pushing me right to the edge with with the applique. I didn't know she was doing applique in January. I was giving myself a little bit of time for that. But I'm just going to go right into it. I'm going to just jump right into the pool of quilty happiness. Welcome to the show. Actually, this is the best tutorial because it helps with beginning. Heck, even for a pro. I have never done a legit kit, but it's on my bucket list. I want to do a monarch butterfly. Oh, that is so beautiful. I saw that one. I'm saving my pennies so I could buy it. So blessed by just finished this legit kit. It is pretty. I know she did. And so did Sleigh Ride Arts, I think it's called. A bunch of people. He must have been giving these out at festival is my guess. And I didn't want to go when everybody else was. And plus, you know, I had a lot going on last 2 months. I'd want to piece that are the size of the back. Great big pieces. Learn it's new to you. After the first piece, you'll breeze right through the others. I'm sure. I'm doing great. Thank you for the encouragement. Lisa, you're so funny. I'm going to get this FPP down somehow, some way. Finally, a big piece. Yes, I am so happy with this big piece. Yep. These kits are out of my price range. I'm going to look up how much this kit is. So this is a Blue Jay. I got 7 of them in my yard right now. Grabbing up the peanuts I threw to them. Oh, they like peanuts? Good to know. I don't put any birdseed out because it attracts the bears, and we have lots of bears here. So I don't like to have anything come to them. It has to make sense to me, and I would do exactly what you were doing. Furthermore, if something doesn't look quite right, I then use my fabric markers to make it pretty. There we go. Nope, not laughing. I give you credit doing it out of live. Reading chat, I couldn't do it. Honestly, I would have done it the same way. I'm currently working on a Judy Niemeyer pattern and using J. Wecker Fish Mad Hatter fabrics. Well, I'm currently using J. Wecker Finch, is that it too? So I can't show you everything, but I am using this fabric that was just sent to me. And this fabric that was yardage sent to me. And I've cut them up in the little squares. Can't show you till next year. Did you get a chocolate cake yesterday? So no, Joy, I did not get a chocolate cake yesterday, but I did bring cookies in for the kids. And I said, hey, kiddos, you know, I'm out of it. You know, I didn't bring a snack, but someone reminded me I didn't bring a snack. So I brought a birthday snack today, and they all ate up the cookies. Everybody was happy. We're all good. FPP will be attempted in retirement. My brain does not function that way. Oh, I would try a legit kit. There were some universal monster designs. Well, there is what is his name? The Statue of David, and he's anatomically correct in the front and in the back because you do the front and the back of the quilts. They had it at festival. Yes, Gina. That was an interesting one. There is saying here, you are not born learn. That's true. You're not, and you have to learn. I love applique. Well, I'm going to be doing that. Good morning, Virginia. I wondered about these kits. Thank you for featuring this. Well, we, Virginia, here are going to be working on this. Pete's Dragon, pretty much anything Disney characters and Bugs Bunny. So the mini Blue Jay kit is on sale right now for $89. Originally $149. So I guess everybody go over. I'm going to have to find that. I have to drop the link anyway. This is a good deal. I did not go. He offered me to, what is that? Where you get a affiliate code. I did not do that. I'm just going to go for it. Hi, Regina. Just, if you buy one, just let him know I sent you. I don't have time for all the paperwork anymore. I'm losing time. There's not enough hours in the day for the things I want to do. All right. So you know what? I'm going to come in here. I am going to... Wow. Okay. So my guess is that this here, which just says A1, This says C, B, E, and F. Well, you know what? Let's go for A1F. I'll show you why. It's only 2 pieces of fabric. I can't screw that up too bad. I just now have to find the fabric. So I need N, and we're going to do, oops, I can't show you that. Move that. Folks, there is so much exciting things happening that I want to share with you, and I can't, and it's killing me. It's killing me. But I want to say that I am working on overtime, and my brain cells, I think, are tired. All right, so LM. That's what I really want to talk to you about. LM. Okay, so these things, I got to figure this out more. So we're just going to put that aside. And we are, though, this was helpful. This was very helpful. So we are going to find out what LM is. It's alphabetized. And here we are. So LM is lime. And that is a small scrap because it tells you the size of the scrap so you could kind of look. So the scrap size is a 5.5 by 9. So here is a 5.5 by 9 stack. And then we're just going to come in here and look for like the lime color. Here we are. And then QC. Didn't we just use QC? Yes, we did. So QC is already in my pile, which is Harbor. Right there. Here we go. So this is going to be the Leanna method. I don't know how Jess did it. I don't know how Slay Arts did it. I don't know how anybody else did it. We're going to just go with what I'm going to do. So I've decided I'm just going to go for it like this. This looks good to me. We are actually just going to put this puppy right onto here. We are going to take my Fiskars here and here. And I have a little, I must look like a hot mess right now. I know I had a little card here. It was a Disney card. Here it is. All right. I'm going to take my Disney card on that line, fold it back. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to cut this right off. It's only 2 pieces. How bad can it go? Here we go. Chop-a up. Now I'm going to come in here. Do my, add a 1/4 inch. And now it's saying I need a QC. Well, here's a QC. Watch this. That's going to go right on it. This is how I did paper piecing before Legit Things was even a legit thing. Because that was in, right? So my girlfriend, oh, I should ask my girlfriend. Well, her daughter is what? 20, 21? Her daughter's 21, actually. Okay, I'm going to pull this out. I'm going to live on the dangerous side here. And so, what the heck? Oh, you know what? I have a... Okay, here we are. We will put that back. There we go. That looks about right. So the last time I paper piece, well, no, that's not true. I paper pieced something on my channel actually last Christmas. Not this Christmas, but a Christmas before. Okay. There we are. I think we're making success. We have now another piece to this. And here we are. I hope I'm giving everyone good laughs first thing in the morning, because who doesn't need a good laugh first thing in the morning? It's better than a good cry. Success! That little piece is done. All right, Lisa. that wasn't so frustrating. And we will do that. And here we are. We have now another piece to that. So we have this and we have this. And maybe I should find a pin or a clip to clip those together so I don't lose them, because then I will cry. After all that, I will cry if I lose that. All right, so we're on a roll here. We got 10 more minutes. Can I do another one 10 minutes? Let's see. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces in this little tiny one. We're not going to go for that one. We are going to go for this one here. It's a little bit bigger, and it has 4 colors in it. All right, so we have QC is not in here. LN is not in here. GR is not in here. None of these are in here, so that means we have to, oh, P is in here. So we're going to need this P out. And we're going to look up what RA is. So RA is grasshopper. And grasshopper is a bigger piece. And my guess is it's going to be green. So I'm going to look up the green. And here it is, RA, right there. The next color we need is P. We have that, the black. UP. UP is cappuccino. That's a small scrap. And that will be, I'm going to assume, is a brown. Right? UP. Here we go. UP. There's UP. The next color is NL, which is the color of nautical. And nautical is a big piece. And it looks like almost a black. Very dark blue, I'm going to say, if I had to guess. Yep, there's nautical. All right, we've got our 4 colors out. So far, I'm finding success using this, the colors there, and just winging it. Just good old-fashioned winging it. All right. So the first piece we need to have is RA. That's the first piece. And we are going to just stick that right on here. And I am going to just pin it there. And then the second piece I need is UP, which is this brown. So now I am going to come in here. You know what? Put that here. That was a big. So this is RA. So I am. Where did my. Here it is. RA. This piece is going to end here. So we're going to say that. We'll go there. There we go. That looks like. Yeah, that looks like a good amount. And then I'm going to come over here. Okay, we took the green off. This is what makes sense to me. I don't know if it makes sense to you, but it makes sense to me. So we're going to go with what makes sense to me. And then UP is this chocolatey brown. And now I have to go between here. I will not torture you guys on a live, every live like this. We will maybe do this once a week, and I'll have games. I'll remember to have my games with me. So here's UP. That should be enough. So I'm going to take this whole thing and live on the wild side here. And we are going to sew UP right to this. Now UP has to go all the way to the end, so I need to scooch it because these lines go all the way. They show you where you need, how far you need to sew. So we're going to scooch that all the way down. Pull this pin out and hope and pray that we got it. My sewing machine is saying enough with the sewing. All right, so my bobbin's out. I got more bobbin. Here we go. A little gray in here isn't gonna hurt. All right, but look, we have the second one on there. I know I could finger press, but I don't know. Being that this is new to me, they're probably thinking this is like comedy hour. It's like a Showtime at the Apollo here. Okay. So I am going to say that we are cutting this right here and right now and this spot. So here we are. We got that. We've got that, and we've got success. So now P is this big black piece, and P goes over here. Now it has you sew that whole long spiel, so you got to kind of have to pick this back is my guess. And this is the paper I'm talking about. And these little, Gina, you may be right. I may need legit kit for like, with big pieces, like you buy a puzzle. All right, we're just going to cut off that little tail. We have a perfect 1/4 inch. So we are going to come in here. And yes, I am going to just take this big old piece and we're just going to go for it. So put that right there. Let's see. Wait a second. Here we go. I just want to make sure that it's going to cover. That's all I care, is that it's going to cover that piece. All right, here we are. I guess I could chop a piece off of here, but here we go. We're going to go for it. I promise you this is how I did it before. It makes sense to me. All right, here we are. And P is done. I think I have a little board. Let's see. Do I have a little one? Nope. I got to drag this big one. I have a little tiny iron board, and we're going to find it. Put that here. And we'll bring this back. There's a lot of shifting. A lot of shifting going on here. All right, so we've got P. And I'm going to put this back. Move that forward. All right, so I have that piece. And then NL is nautical. So we're going to go with the nautical. And I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to just put it right on here. Right? Yes. Put it right on here. Now, would you say I'm going to have this done in a day or a week? No. Oh, no, this is going to take me some time. I'm not going to lie, I do like instant gratification. I like quilts that give me that little bit of instant gratification. But this is because I'm doing every little section and I'm instantly gratified that I got it done. All right, so here's our last piece. And it's a piece de resistance. We are going to put this there and right here. And ta-da! Success! 4 pieces. I should have started with this. Should have probably started with the 2, then the 3, then the 4. Look at this. So we have these 3 pieces and these 2 to go to work on the quadrant. So I'm going to put that away. Worry about this mess later. Chat a little with you. I actually have a little time because I did go ahead and oops. I'm dressed. Ooh. Bye, Zaza. Sorry, it wasn't, invigorating, but, we're all learning something to do. Okay, so let's see. We have a lot going on. I missed a lot. So that was a good deal, Magda. That's where I think I left off. I saw that you showed him my David would want me to adjust the pattern to be like so a big belly. Are you able to share what the exciting things are? I am not, unfortunately, and it's going to be a while. It is. It's going to be a while. Right, Joy? And she said in a year. Say what? A stinking year, and she knows I have no patience. It must be a king size quilt. Yeah, it's a big quilt. I saw it and yeah, I saw it at festival. She and Crystal talked about good deals at the shows on the kits. Of course, you'd have to pay to get to the show and shop. Yes, it's not as cheap as you think to go to the show. I do like how legit kits put the stickers on the fabrics, especially with all those colors. I think it makes everything so easy. I have a feeling I'm going to have success. It's just, this is my first time I dipped my little finger and toes in it. No laugh, you are learning, so are we. I love to watch the process, working it out and finished process. This has been a great life. Well, good, because I feel like I was a hot mess, but you know what? That is how I am. I'm showing you how I actually am in my room. I don't think she did, Giovanni. She just pulled it out of the package. That's right. I just pulled it out of the package. I'm trying to show you, like everyone, I haven't seen other people's videos, but I'm pretty sure they're more collected. They've got everything organized and they're ready to go. I know Donnell did some, and that's not true. I've seen Donnell do legit kits and she does a great job, but she's all organized. I just showed you, listen, I just opened that up and I'm behaving and acting and just doing me, and just as if you were in your sewing room opening it up and you would look at that and go, what in the heck is all this? I'm not, that's the truth. That's there's no editing here. Excellent point. The other colors could be used for blues, maybe reds to make it look like a cardinal. That's why I keep wanting to call it a cardinal. She is still in time to do that. Yes. She can take it to school and copy the rest. Does anyone know how big this bird will be? Oh, yes, I probably do know that. Here we go. So, oh, this is really tiny. It's 15 by 20. Holy crow. No wonder it's so tiny. Lots of small pieces, 40 colors, and 226 pieces. This is a 226 piece puzzle. Wow. Oh, and I have to use all these hashtags, so I got to go back in and do all that. And this is design 63. Here we are. Joydy, you can always live vicariously through others and make it in your imagination, just your imagination. Yes. That is the size I'm doing, apparently. So she needs 6 total to make me a quilt top. Wait, no, I need 12 for a quilt top. Yes, that is exactly what I'm doing. That's a comment for them. Make kits with big. Oh, that's good. That actually is a good. I'm going to write that down because that really is good. Because like I said, I made like the 25 piece size. Okay, so make kits with bigger pieces. The only thing is then you probably don't get the same look, but you know, the same detailed look. They're known for their detailed look. Yeah, and oops. She's got to go back to work. Gina, that's me. I need some type of result after sewing an hour, not just scraps on paper. Well, yeah. But, you know, I'm feeling a little accomplished this morning. Too much switching around with the iron and cutting board, etc. It is. It is. You missed my comment of copying the pattern. No, you're not supposed to copy the pattern. He told me you're not supposed to copy the pattern. I mean, I can't tell you what to do, but it's a copyright pattern, and you're not supposed to copy the pattern. So, because I remember saying something to him like, "Oh, I guess I'll have to copy the pattern and make it." And he goes, "No, you're supposed to use it right out of the thing." I'm like, "Okay." So we'll do that. So I am not the police, so I am just going to say, you know, you do you. But I don't want to get in trouble. So here we are. We're going to do this. I will show you once I'm done with this. Well, then they would be a bit Picasso and abstract with larger pieces. Yes, maybe he could do a Picasso one, and then it could be, right? Larger pieces. But anyway, everyone have a wonderful day. You know what? I do need to do something. But I don't have any fabric with me because I brought them downstairs. I was going to say I could whip up a kennel quilt in about 5 minutes. But oh wait, what do I have here? Let's see if I can whip up. Oh, here's what I was looking for. Okay, we'll start. We're going to do something with this for a kennel quilt. So we feel like we've accomplished a quilt this morning. We're going to take this scrap and we're going to come over here. Bye, everyone. I am going to put this and we're going to sew this right onto here. And we are going to, at least we could say we had worked on some legit kit and we made a kennel quilt. How about that? Hope you opened all your fun mail. I did. I was showing some of it around sneakily. The red one that I used today in that secret mission was in the fun mail. All right, so here we are. Good morning, Marianne. That is a scrap for Leanna. Well, it's what I had because I feel like I have to accomplish something. And yes, all my fan mail was opened, but not on air. I know Gina wants to see what I got. Right now, I'm working on these kennel quilts. So we are going to take this. And we're not going to use our 1/4 inch thing. Well, maybe. Let's see. We are going to go. And I don't know. That looks, we'll make it bigger. Let's see. This has to be 12 inches. So right here, if I do around here, that looks good. All right. We're going to chop a lot. We're going to chop a lot right here. And come over here. Yay! we are almost done with the kennel quilt. We have that. Now I'll take this side. And when I say this is scrap, it's not that it's scrap. It's this, I must have used this on the lap quilts to back one of them. So so this is the scrap off of the long arm. I'm sure I could have used it in some other way. To me, because some people have mentioned about me and my scraps. So to me, a scrap is anything that I've used already. So a scrap can be 5 inches of fabric left from a project, and a scrap can be 1.5 yards from a project that I've used. I don't know. It doesn't make sense, does it? But it makes sense to me. All right. So we have this. Yes. She is going to be making kennel quilts with me, the new quilter. I just had a private lesson and at my house, and the lady made a beautiful baby's quilt for her grandchild. So that happened before my surgery. I was rushing that one in. And so let's see. We're going to eyeball. Oh, wait. Here we go. We're going to eyeball this. This is 18 this way and 18 that way. So this part for the width only needs to be about 13 and a half. So we're going to go with, let's see, this is 10 and a half, 11, 12. So I have to put in about 3.5 inches off of here. So we'll go with 4, and then we'll trim it down. Yes, and then the lady who was learning to quilt during the lap quilts, and she works with me, we were just talking yesterday, when things get a little settled, because things are a little hectic at my house right now. It's actually a bit of a disaster right now as far as I have everything everywhere. I was gone. Kids were home by themselves, and they're not kids. They're adults, but still. You know, things aren't necessarily where they're supposed to be. So once I clean up, which has to be tonight because my daughter is coming. She's surprising me. Well, it's not really a surprise if I know, but she's coming. And I have to, make room for her and everybody who's coming along with her. So we're just going to come here and kind of just like the paper piecing, we're just going to come here and put this. I'm putting a pin in to kind of anchor where I'm at. We're making this up as we go. We just need to make a doggy pad that I can turn, right? I call it envelope style, but I guess it's pillowcase style. It needs to be 12 by 18 is the finished size. So anyway, so she's going to come and help me. She's going to learn some more and make some doggy beds or pads, not beds. And all right. Being that this is all that's right here next to me, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. For a last minute, I wasn't expecting that I needed this instant gratification before I went to work. I'm sewing. All right. So we have that, and now we're going to cut this off. So this has got to be 18 inches. So this board is 18 inches, just so that you kind of have a perspective of what I'm doing here. You're probably saying, what in the world is Leanna doing? This is me and all my creative juices. I am just creatively cutting, creatively blocking. It's all a process. Remember, all this is going to be trimmed down. So almost kind of like crazy quilting. So we have this here. And now I'm going to put some pink on the other side of this. It would be helpful if I had right sides together. But this is as easy as one can get, just to randomly put something together for a pups or a kitty cat, or I'm sure they must have other animals. I mean, when they were interviewing some of these shelters, they even said they had bunnies and people's pets. People's pets. All right. So here we are. And then I feel accomplished this morning. I accomplished some paper piecing, and I have accomplished a kennel quilt. So I'm going to come in here again, and we have plenty for 18. Remember, this thing is 18. So, and I'm going to trim. So here we are. There's no pattern for this. The pattern is whatever you feel the pattern should be in your head at that particular time. I'm sure I am giving every quilt police out there a heart attack this morning. Between my wild FPP style and my doggy kennel style, I'm sure I've given people some room for thought there. A lot of commenting. But here we go. We've got now another kennel quilt. We can add those to these that will have to be trimmed down. I'm going to just show you these from yesterday, so I feel like, yay, Leanna made more. There's this. And there's 2 of these. And this paper piecing. Anyway, so who is making kennel quilts? Anyone out there like want to make kennel quilts, or why was Joydy's restricted? Message, oh, retracted. Sorry, I thought it was restricted. Good morning, Laura Lynn from Mom and Pop Quilt Shop. It's snowy in Nova Scotia. Are you still teaching in your, yes, we went through that. This is how I shop, by seeing what everyone else gets. Okay, that sounds like a good thing. How were Angel's surgeries? Did she have surgery on her right after you? Yes, she did. It was great. Sinus surgery. It was great. She had no complications this time, which is always so wonderful. When do you add the batting? So Barb, we are going to make these together. So what I'm going to do is I will put the batting and the backing all together. We will do this together on a live, and then hopefully it'll be more organized since I've done that. Can you use 80-20 batting for these quilts? So according to the website, you cannot. According to the website, it says 100%. But, you know, even the 100% has scrim, sometimes it has a scrim, so, which is polyester. I don't think she's adding batting because she's making a pillowcase style. I made some for our animal shelter, and they needed to be able to wash them easily, like a pillowcase. I will make them. I have tons of scraps. Well, great. Well, everyone, thank you for riding me on this roller coaster of the legit kits. We are going to stick with it. We are starting the new year with fresh and fun new ideas, products, and who else knows what else is going to come up. So anyway, thank you for joining me, and I feel accomplished this morning. I've got that done, and another kennel quilt for one of our fur babies. So everyone, have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Pass it forward. And if you like what you see, please like, subscribe, and share. And I can't wait to see those comments. Bye-bye.